And it's gone.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. My take on Charlie Kirk's trial and murder is very simple. Charlie was assassinated on a live stream. We deserve to see live streamed every second of his trial all of the evidence that the federal government has against Tyler Robinson and presumably his live-in transgender furry boyfriend who was accomplice in this murder. And we deserve to see all of the physical, video, text, digital available evidence that deserves to be live streamed directly onto our televisions, laptops, iPhones, so that everyone can see with absolute clarity what happened to the case that the feds have against Tyler Robinson, and a timeline backed by data and physical evidence of exactly what happened that day, and hopefully testimony from the killer and any accomplices. That is the only way that you're going to put to death the single biggest murder since JFK in America. The only way that you are going to end any theories about what else might have happened is to do this full and total transparency. And I have an open mind, meaning that I want to trust and believe that that is what's going to happen, but I am a little bit nervous here. I'm beginning to see cracks in that process, which is the only process that the only way that you're going to have peace, and you probably never will, but when the majority of people are going to agree with the results of the trial is if you have that trial publicly. And they are doing everything that they possibly can to ensure that this trial is now done in secret. That is a secret proceeding, that no one is able to see anything, and that perhaps even evidence is being destroyed before our very eyes. This isn't Candace's channel here. This is the local CBS News 2 station. And it's not a knock at Candace. I'm just saying that that's where some of the more creative, let's just say, theories about Charlie's murder have come from. This is not Candace Owens' channel. This is local TV news station saying that they have discovered that there is an active destruction of evidence surrounding Charlie's assassin. Look at this. And it's happening from the actual law enforcement. News 2 investigates discovery of missing evidence in Charlie Kirk murder case. News 2 investigates uncovered possible missing surveillance video of Tyler Robinson turning himself in to the Washington County Sheriff's Office. I mean, obviously, this would be critical video for the defense and the prosecution, right? So this is one of the most important events, is that Tyler Robinson turns himself in, okay? But this news organization reached out to the Washington County jail holding area and police station. Clearly, have you ever been in a police station? I have. Every square inch of police stations are monitored by surveillance and video camera. So there should be an enormous amount of footage of Tyler Robinson inside of this police station. There's none. Zero. It's all gone. They said, we do not have any records responsive to your request of Tyler Robinson. He did not go into the jail area. Well, why not? Well, you didn't put him in jail? He's out here like one of the single most significant murders of the century. You don't put him in jail? Our office does not have any applicable records. Surveillance footage is no longer available after a 30-day retention period. So he turned himself in and you didn't retain that footage? You don't think that this would be important at trial? Local TV journalists in Utah submitted a request twice for footage of Tyler Robinson turning himself into the police. The footage does not exist. I mean, that's insane. But it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, you can't make it up. Footage of Tyler Robinson does not exist. The footage simply does not exist anymore, or it never existed in the first place. Everybody's saying, this is insane. Requests were denied, or investigators were told that no records exist or they've been destroyed. Why would you destroy this critical evidence? I want to see Tyler Robinson turning himself in. Was he going in there voluntarily? Was he accompanied by his father? Well, how was he treated by police when this happened? What did he say in these moments? How did he behave? This is all critical information. Not showing us these things are going to, understand, you're going to foment more anger and aggression and theories about what happened here, and theories that, as far as I can tell right now, are well-founded on a cover-up operation that is happening. What do I mean by that? Well, there's no other way to, unless you're going to approach this with an operation of full transparency, there's no other way to address what's been going on in this court. The attorneys for Tyler Robinson are preparing to file a motion in order to say that the judge's gag order needs to extend to all politicians and police officers. They're trying to gag. They're trying to say that politicians and police officers can no longer talk about Charlie's murder. Do you understand how obscene this all is? How insane this is? Robinson's right to a fair trial wants the gag order to restrict comments from state and federal officials. So Kash Patel, Mike Lee, senator from Utah, none of these people would be able to talk about Charlie's murder. Listen to this.
Is back here at home to get to attorneys for Tyler Robinson, the man accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk, are prepared to file a motion to modify the judge's existing gag order, extending it to politicians and police officers. The defense argues that public statements by political leaders and law enforcement officials have swayed Robinson's right to a fair trial and want the gag order to restrict comments from state and federal officials.
I cannot believe that this is happening. This comes on the heels of the Tyler Robinson case being given, Tyler Robinson and his defense being given effectively like the world on a silver platter by the judge here in this case. Lawyers argue gag order, media's role. Attorneys in the murder case of Tyler Robinson debating who can say what about Charlie Kirk assassination and how much news media outlets can show inside the courtroom. Lawyers for Tyler Robinson, who's accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk, are resisting efforts by prosecutors to modify a gag order in the case, potentially could bar any witness from talking, which would mean thousands of people who saw Kirk's death cannot speak about the death at all. The bare assertion that over 3,000 individuals that were present here when Kirk was shot is a gross exaggeration of witness identification and selection process facing the state's prosecution team. Rules of evidence precluding the unnecessary cumulative evidence unfairly judicial limited probative value likely to rule out 99% of those attendees in the state that the state knows. Okay, Robinson's lead attorney is calling for a gag order that includes politicians, law enforcement, every person that witnessed the murder, which is like the entire internet, right? Everybody saw this video. Mr. Robinson's view that the order should go further to limit the public statements that may be made by state, federal, local officials, some of whom are attorneys and some of whom are not connected to the state and federal investigation. So that would be all officials, including the president. Lawyers representing a large number of news outlets, including Fox, filed what's called a limited intervention, seeking to be notified of any plans to close or seal hearings or documents so they could argue against it. Good. But they are trying to block the media from showing anything right now. You know, the judge is out here saying that effectively you're not going to be allowed to show Tyler Robinson. They've already ruled that you can't show Tyler Robinson on camera. He's right now considering whether cameras should be allowed in the courtroom at all. Do you understand? Like, this is how you destroy trust in the system. This is how you destroy trust from the American people in this process. This is how you create hundreds of thousands of new theories of what's actually going on. I am trying to argue and bang my fist in favor of total and complete transparency because I simply want this matter to come to an end. I want the vast majority of people to say, yes, this is what happened. And I don't know what happened. That's just a matter of fact. I don't know. I don't have all the evidence. I don't know. I want to see this for my own closure. The lawyers for Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin asked to ban courtroom cameras amid content tornado. They've already gotten some very favorable rulings. The judge granted the motion to classify the response as private, meaning the public cannot access the state's reply to Robinson's motion through the court's docket. So they're already muting things, or they're already like hiding things. And they're saying that Tyler Robinson doesn't have to wear prison apparel when he appears. You can't film his face. You can't film Tyler Robinson at all in the courthouse. You're not allowed to see or photograph Tyler Robinson at all. He can appear unshackled and in civilian clothing. The hearing was closed because it was going to cover security protocols specific to Robinson in the courthouse. He's been granting the requests of the attorneys. I mean, this is bad, man. This is bad. And now they're considering, goodness gracious, this is the person who's representing Tyler Robinson. Oh my gosh. So now they're considering banning all media in the courthouse. They haven't decided yet to ban all media in the courthouse and to say that all public officials have to be silenced, including Kash Patel, the governor of Utah, senators, the president. So a gag order on all federal, state, and local officials. Do you know what insane that is? You know what you're going to do by doing that? Do you know what you're going to inspire in people? Erica Kirk rips into people trying to ban cameras. There were cameras all over my husband when he was murdered. There have been cameras all over my friends and family mourning. There have been cameras all over me analyzing my every move, smile, every tear. We deserve to have cameras in there. Why not be transparent? There's nothing to hide. I've seen what this case is built on. Let everybody see what true evil is. True. Correct. This is insane. Something has to happen. They cannot do this. They cannot do this in secret. I'm telling you, you do not understand what you're going to unleash if you just do this. If you do this in secret and don't give people closure of understanding exactly what happens and what this full case is built on. I will be enraged by this, and we'll fight against it as we're fighting against it right now. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more transparency to find out the truth about Charlie's assassination. See ya.